We good? All right. Smithville Board of Alderman meeting is now called to order. Please stand and join me in the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag. Happy New Year, everyone. Nice to be able to use this room. I think this is the first time for some of you to be here. First item on the agenda is the consent agenda. Alderman Atkins.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move to approve the consent agenda.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor of approving the consent agenda, say aye.
Aye.
All
Aye.
opposed, say no. Motion carries. City Administrator's report.
Mr. Mayor, I wanted to highlight a few things in the packet and a couple of additional items. Number one, the neighborhood beautification grant information was distributed to neighborhood associations this week. So we'll hope to see applications for that in the coming weeks. Those will be accepted through March 31st. Reminder of the MML Westgate dinner on Thursday, January 27th. If you've not RSVP'd yet, please do so to Linda. We have extended invitations to all boards and commissions members as well. We want to make sure we have a good showing there at White Iron Ridge. And then wanted to let you know that, well, two things. One, Linda took to Clay and Platte counties both today. The election information is submitted by candidates. Those have all been certified. So our candidates will be set for the ballot for April for mayor and members of the Board of Aldermen. And I think we mentioned in the last work session that Myra in our finance department has been working with Stephen to put together a popular annual financial report. It's a user-friendly information about our financial situation that takes our CAFR, which is our certified annual financial report, which is an audited document and meets generally accepted accounting principles and is really a dry read. They've created a popular annual financial report that really provides the information in a user-friendly format and kind of highlights activities over the last year. She's just finalizing that information. We hope to have that so we can distribute either by the end of this week or early next week. We will put information on social media as we do that. It'll be on the website and there will be a certain link there. We'll also have hard copies available here and we'll have them throughout the community. But really want to thank Stephen and Myra for that work. I think it's a really good and useful document to be able to have and continues to enhance our transparency on financial issues to the community.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is public comment. We do have one. Greg is here somewhere. There you are. Public comment policy. You're limited to 3 minutes unless you request additional time. Please state your name, address, and topic before speaking. And you're the only one tonight, so.
So I get
Go for
10
it.
minutes? No, kidding.
You really need 10 minutes. But yeah, go for it.
Thank you for allowing me to speak. My name is Greg Hines. I live at 18303 Belinda Drive in Smithville, Missouri. This is my first time providing public comment. On Monday, December 27th, I was working at home, discovered I had no water. My first reaction was that work was being done in the area. My next thought was, had I paid the water bill? I use bill pay, and my bank mails a check for the water payment. According to the water department, they did not have that check in their possession the morning of the 27th. So according to policy, they authorized shut off being 10 days late. The next day, December 28th, my original check to the water department cleared my bank. That means on December 27th, the water department got 2 payments from me. One was my original payment and the other was for the payment that I had to make to have my water turned back on, including the fees and whatever else they charged me for. This policy is harsh and excessive. And I'm not alone in that assessment. I put my story out on social media. Dozens of people have similar stories. about being disconnected without being notified, only to see their original payment processed a short time later. Page 74 of your policy manual, disconnection of water service states, utility accounts in arrears at 8 a.m. on the first business day following the 26th of each month are subject to disconnection of water service. That should not mean get out there and shut their water off, okay? I researched Kearney and Platte City's policies. Platte City states that your water service will be disconnected if you go 3 months without making any payments. You guys are 10 days, okay? Disconnect warnings are printed at the bottom of their bill. Kearney's policy states they shut off 30 days upon being delinquent, and only after they try and phone customers. And if there's not a good number, a letter is mailed 10 days prior to shut off, a letter. I'd like to request this topic to be placed on a future agenda. I'm happy to help if needed. I've paid my water bill without issue to Smithville for 20 years. It's my fault. The water department did not have my correct phone number. It's not my fault that they didn't contact me via some other means to let me know that that payment had yet to arrive. At a minimum, extend a grace period to allow for a letter to get to a customer's home if you can't get them on the phone. The water department is following your policy to the letter. That's admirable. What's not admirable, however, is the cold and rigid policy for mishaps like what just happened to me and many others. Normal bill paying people are saying, don't mess with Smithville's water department. They'll shut you off, no exceptions, they don't play games. Is that really the reputation that you want your water department to have? Thank you.
Thank you. And as you mentioned, we can't discuss it because it's not on the agenda, but I personally was at the bank today and talked to Central Bank because they do mail their checks and it does come in like a batch, but they are working on ACH to help alleviate some of that as well, because I know this has been brought up. So I did talk to Central today about that very same thing. So thank you for bringing it to the board.
Thank you.
Oh, Ms. Chevalier. Please state your name and address for the record, and you have 3 minutes.
Crystal Chevalier, 18,000 Belinda Drive, Smithville, Missouri, 64089. I did not come prepared. However, I'm going to speak about COVID. First of all, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for wearing your mask, keeping social distance, and making sure that each of these chairs are social distance. I want to make sure that this board knows the importance of all infectious, or I don't know, all the rules of infectious disease, and making sure that each of you are promoting this as leaders of our community. It is so important these days to make sure that we all have our mask on, we are social distance, we have our vaccines, and unfortunately, this is not the majority of people within our community. I don't know if I should say anything else. Anyway, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Any others, Linda? Okay. Just want to make sure. Next item on the agenda is number 6, new business from the floor. Any new business? Moving on to number 7, election of Mayor Pro Tem. As many of you know, Alderman Sarver was Mayor Pro Tem and had to resign due to personal issues. So we need to elect a new Mayor Pro Tem. So I will open the floor for nominations from the board.
Mayor,
Yes.
I'd like to nominate Alderman Kelly Kabowski
Thank you.
for Mayor Pro Tem.
Do I have a second? Okay. Do I have any other nominations?
Does Kelly accept?
Okay. No other nominations. We have a motion and a second, and Alderman Kabilski is accepted. Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Hartman,
Aye.
Alderman Chevalier,
Aye.
Alderman Yulidol.
Aye.
Alderman Kibelski,
Aye. I guess I have to vote for myself. Or no, I have
You can
you have
abstain.
abstained.
Yes.
Yes. Alderman Smith,
Aye.
Alderman Atkins.
Aye.
5-0 with one abstain.
Motion carries. Thank you for filling that position for the next couple months. Shannon's not able to make it, right? So we're gonna skip number 7. So I need a motion to amend the agenda to table this or postpone. Sworn
Yeah,
in late.
actually, it doesn't need to happen by the board
Okay.
or at a board meeting. So he will work with Linda when he is available to be able to be sworn in prior to February when we know that we'll be able
Yep.
to, when we know we will need him. And we'll do that as soon as we can.
Thank you. So we'll move on to number 9, motion to adjourn.
Mayor,
Alderman
I'd like to
Hartman.
make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Thank you. All in favor of adjourning, say aye.
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 Opposed, say no. Stand adjourned. Thank you.